Sometimes ethics can be considered what you don't do, but it's important that people know what they should do. To UFCU, ethics isn't a program, ethics isn't something to do, it's how we conduct ourselves at work. I like to say that ethics is really built into the fabric of our daily life and work at UFCU. When you're responsible for someone else's money, really there's no room for anything but ethical behavior. You know, we have access to accounts of all our members, so I might have access to a family member's account. I can look up that information. Well, really, you don't look up information unless you have a business need to do a transaction on an account. So it's very simple in some ways, it's very basic, but we take it very seriously. We had a situation recently where someone looked up account information from a future in-law, and it came out, well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do except let that person go. So that's what I mean by zero tolerance. We're just kind of squeaky clean in that regard. All the new employees are not only trained in what our corporate values are, but our CEO, even to this day when we're over 500 employees, he meets with all new employees regularly, and one of the main things that he does during that session is go over our core values and what it means, and then have a discussion, bring people in as to what our core values are and what that means to them.
Well, the way I describe ethics is the small things, the details, the things that our employees do on a day-to-day client interaction to client interaction basis that demonstrates that they've internalized that commitment to do the right thing by our members. And I do see a lot of that. You don't really have to look too hard to see that kind of activity going on within our branches and among our employees. So I think we do a good job of making that a priority. And then there's just, there's sort of this more subtle reward where you see the people that really have embodied that ethical approach to our members. You see them doing well in this company as far as their career growth. I mean, there seems to be a pretty obvious correlation there. I interact with people on every level of the organization. It's not something you can fake, and it's not something that you can, it's not something that you can implement real easily either, I think, and that's one of the struggles we have. We're growing so fast, but it's something that's pretty easy to get on board with once you realize it's sincere.